If you're unsure about whether to use HTMX or React for your next project, here are the pros and cons for both. The pros of React is that first, it has a good front-end ecosystem, especially UI libraries. So if you don't want to spend any time thinking about the UI and interactivity of your web application, then React is a great choice. And it is also a great choice for web applications with a lot of client-side state. Good examples of this are drag-and-drop page builders, workflow builders, or whiteboard web applications. With these types of web applications, it is important to have a client-side state store with Redux, Zustand, or other state management solutions. And those solutions work perfectly with React's rendering model. The first con of React is the complexity. While it is easy to get started with React, to build production-ready web applications, it's important to know how it works under the hood and what are known as the React rules. Not being aware of these rules can lead to a lot of security and performance issues in a web application. It also has an immature backend ecosystem, and while it has a lot of SaaS offerings to compensate for this con, the open source solutions are not as good as other ecosystems like Laravel, Rails, or Go. Finally, the APIs and best practices evolve rapidly. React was actually one of the first technologies that I learned, and the way things were done back then, compared to now, was completely different. For HTMX, the pros are first, it is backend agnostic, meaning you can integrate HTMX with any backend you want, including Python Django, Ruby on Rails, PHP Laravel, or any other framework or language that you want. It also has a stable and minimalistic API design. This means once you learn HTMX, you don't have to relearn things over and over again as they change. Finally, it integrates very well with the browser's JavaScript APIs. And just like with HTMX itself, once you learn the browser's JavaScript APIs, you don't have to relearn them over and over again, since they are very stable, and you can transfer this knowledge to other technologies. The cons are first, it has a bad front-end ecosystem, and while this is not a direct problem of HTMX, and it is more of a JavaScript problem, it still affects us when we build web applications with HTMX by not having UI libraries that are as good when compared with React. And since HTMX is a more recent technology and it is also less popular, it has a less mature community, meaning we have less projects being built in the real world with HTMX, and as a result also less information to look for online when we want to learn how to do something with HTMX. For more content on web development, make sure to subscribe and check the other videos from the channel.